Join us here on a very different kind of bike review. I don't know if I was expecting something with the biggest engine known to man, as much torque as you can pull, but we're starting a little bit smaller. A very underrated bike in my opinion. This here is a Suzuki Inazuma GW 250 parallel twin. Puts out 26 brake horsepower. It has a front and rear disc setup. Unfortunately it's non-ABS, but if you're a decent enough rider, you shouldn't really need it. I've ridden a few bikes in my time. Big ones, small ones, adventure ones. I've test rode a few. Test rode a Harley, fantastic. But I've never felt the handling as good as I do on the Inazuma here. It just goes right over. Brilliant. It came out in two versions. This one here, which is our naked, fully naked version, and then a semi-third version was produced roughly around 2015 and 16, which has the front fairing and a screen to protect you from the elements. Because as naked riders know, it's not that fun, really. You're out in the storm, you get caught in the rain, it goes through to your skin. Unless you've got the decent kit on, but even so, you can still get through. Kind of an old school but technological touch on the dash. You have an old school analog rev counter, which redlines at 11,000 revs, which you can get close to if you're on a motorway, for example. You're trying to push 80 mile an hour, you're in the region of 9,000 to 9,500 revs. But it does feel quite cheeky. When you're and you're revving it, it sounds good, it feels good. It is alright. I've had this overtaken a few bigger bikes in the twisties for today, because as you know, with a bigger bike comes added weight. This one is in the region of 180 kilograms wet. It's with oil, it's with petrol, it's with them. Even with our 3 accessory luggage we have on this one, I've still managed to get around them. Still don't really feel the weight, and it's just really good. It's a fun ride, and I recommend, if you're just starting riding, you've got your CVT done, and thinking, I need to go and get a Fireblade. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. You need a bit more experience to get up to that level, in my opinion, and that's what the category A and the A2 and all that going up to it's about. So this falls into the A2 category of license, and this government, it's a bit strange. You've got to do a CVT, then you've got to wait till you're over 24, I believe it is, or you can go for your full A license. In the meantime, you've got a direct access. An A2 license might not be that bad a choice, because you can still keep up with bigger bikes, especially in corners. You'll save a lot of money on fuel. The tax and insurance, again, very low bracket. And again, in this climate, that's not really a bad thing.
Anyway, we're going to take it for a little spin now. We've got our videographer man there on the old Cosinator.
You happy?
Oh, very. This is weird. It's fun. Got a nice day for it. We'll take it for a little spin. Not too far, just show you the bike. Show you what it can do, show you what it sounds like. This particular one fitted with a couple of Black Widow pipes. With it being a twin, stick out either side. 2 to 2 as opposed to 2 to 1. Sounds pretty good. Gives a little bit more poke as well. I'm going to start it up. It's got 4 bars. You join us today on something quite special to me, really. I originally got this bike a while ago off an elderly gentleman who he decided after a long time with big bikes, he just had enough, so he fancied something a little bit smaller. And he told me he's very surprised. Surprised with it being a slightly smaller bike. You know, I think that's a lot less of weight. Not a lot of weight on it. Corner's really good. The fuel economy is fantastic with it being lighter. The economy on this, roughly about 80 miles per gallon, probably plus. Which means you can easily see off over 200 miles on a tank. Which isn't a bad thing, really.